Hey guys, it's Vera Wild, and it's time once again for Dear Vera, where I answer your questions about cross-dressing. Today's question comes from Rex Caliber, clever, who writes, do you ever make people uncomfortable when you're dressed as a woman, and what do people in your family think about this? Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of an agenda thing that I am actually gonna answer this question because I did catch the passive-aggressive tone of the question, inherently sort of implying that I must hide this from people in my family or they are ashamed of me and I don't talk about it. And I'm going to address that head on, Rex. So, do I ever make people uncomfortable when I'm dressed? Probably. I have absolutely no idea, though. I've never been outwardly confronted by anyone who has felt threatened by what I've been doing. And I do go out in public from time to time, sometimes to dress or trans-specific events, sometimes to cabaret and burlesque shows, sometimes out with friends. I will walk around the street. I will drive in dress. That happens. And no one has ever confronted me. Now, does that mean that I don't make people uncomfortable? No, of course not. I'm sure there are people who are made uncomfortable by my presence, but there are also people who would be uncomfortable around the presence of a black person or a Muslim or just a particularly strong looking man. There are people who would be uncomfortable for various reasons around that, and that really has nothing to do with how they should be living their day-to-day lives. I don't do anything outwardly offensive or aggressive when I go out and dressed. I'm not going out in Daisy Dukes with my ass showing, wearing a rainbow cape. That would be, something that would be done deliberate to provoke a reaction, and I'm not doing that. I'm just dressing in what I think looks nice. I am decent. I'm not dressed obscenely, so no, I don't. If people are made uncomfortable by my going out, then it means that they are uncomfortable with my very existence, and that is their problem, not mine. Now, in regards to the second half of your question, which was, what do people in your family think about this? Everyone in my family is supportive and is aware and is caring. I came out to people in my family at various points in various ways and have gotten all positive reactions. I have yet to have a family member confront me negatively about this. And this includes people more peripheral to my immediate family who I didn't even have an expectation that they would react positively. Some of them even found out independent of my telling them. I didn't tell them. They became aware through one manner or another, and I haven't had a negative response. And I think that speaks to the care of the people in my family, and I think that speaks to their desire to understand rather than judge. And I am very fortunate in that way, because I know that there have been various people in my family and in my life who I have come out to, or who have one way or another been made aware of my life as Vera, and I know that they were confused by that. But rather than rushing to judge me about it, they strove to better understand it, and they came with questions, and they weren't loaded questions like what you sent me in this email. But they were questions trying to sincerely better understand me and what it is I do and my desires for my life. So there's the answers. Now, that question really rubbed me the wrong way. I do occasionally get correspondence or comments or whatever that I don't like, but and generally I ignore them. Something about the passive-aggressive nature of that particular one rubbed me the wrong way, and I kind of wanted to just expel that out, get it out of my system, and cleanse myself of it. So I'll try not to indulge that too often. That was more a personal therapy session for me than it was actually answering a question. So thanks for indulging me on that, guys. On that one, guys. I'll try not to get too overly indulgent with these things, because I do still want Dear Vera to be mostly about you and answering your questions, and making it clear that you can reach out to me and it's fine. Just, you know, don't be a dick about it. That was cruel. He could very well be a nice guy who just worded his question badly, but yeah, no, I didn't care for it. In any case, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you will check out the Patreon, which is linked down in the description. Consider supporting me. Every little bit helps, even if it is just $1 a month. Thank you so much to those of you who already do support me through Patreon. And keep those questions coming, guys. You can send them to me in the comments. You can message me directly through YouTube, and you can email me, verawild@gmail.com. So until next time.